Isak Rosean now off to Kulik. He scores! Yuri Kulik, his fourth of the Prospects Challenge. Buffalo doubles their lead. It's 2-0. Oslin to Jobst. Rosean's open. He gets the pass, and he scores! Isak Rosean, one-time blast, 3 power play goals, and the Amherst, with 3:07 to go in regulation, are up 3-2. As Warren punches it ahead to Aubé-Kubel, who gets a breakaway and scores! Nicolas Aubé-Kubel tying the game at 1 with 3:21 to go in the first. Crozier's gloves are off, so are Joshua's. Play stops. We are going to have a fight. Max Crozier, Jagger Joshua. They stay away from one another. They drifted from the benches down into the Amherst defensive zone. Crozier grapples on. Oh man, he got Joshua hard. And now Jagger Joshua is returning the favor, coming back over the top with hammer fists on the right. He grapples Crozier on the back, an uppercut, another one, make it 3. Joshua trying to rally in this fight. There's blood on the ice, and I don't think that's Jagger's. I think that's Max Crozier's. Then they both come together. The linesmen will separate. Oh man, what a toss-up. Knocked out to center ice, another breakaway. Here it is, Belleville has Reinhart, backhand, forehand, in the splits, Levi kept it out. Devin Levi denies Cole Reinhart, and the Amherst remain up 1-0. Out in front of shot, Sandstrom makes the save, under 2 minutes, out in front again, and Finley denied. Toe save Sandstrom on Jack Finley, and Fanti still not at the bench. Now he goes, 6-on-5, shot on, Sandstrom the save, and we get time frozen with 1:45 to go. At center ice, it'll be Tristan Broge versus Yuri Kulik. Puck is down. We are underway here in the finale of the 2024 Prospects Challenge. Kulik skates in, a quick shot, and that one will dart off the end boards. Isak Rosean and Victor Neutchev, his wingers, they're on the ice with he, as Kulik from the far wall picks it up, pestered a bit by that Penguins defense. Pittsburgh, the only undefeated team left in the Prospects Challenge this week. We'll see if they can complete the trifecta. Hopefully the Sabres give them a blemish on their record, as it's pitchforked up the wall. Komarov keeping it in, Rosean bunting it to him. It's now just jammed along that near side. 5-player joust, Pittsburgh with numbers. They yank it free, and the Penguins look to break out. Jack Beck collecting a pass right in front of the Pittsburgh blue line as it's shuffled ahead. Pushed into the zone, Bros and Hayes giving it chase. Ryan Johnson there first. Johnson aided by Komarov as this is rolled up and out to center ice, over a minute gone.
Love seeing Kulik, by the way, just taking the middle of the ice right off the bat, getting a shot on goal against the grain. That's what we want to see, Kulik firing that puck early on and getting the zone time like they've had for much of the first 2 games, Andrew.
There's an opportunity on the far side, a shot. That one glancing possibly off the pad of Gauthier on the effort there. Noah Lowen pinching in now. He's got to race back. Ponomarov with it, looking out in front, backhander, and McGroarty denied by Ratzlaff. Great save from Scott Ratzlaff in tight, just over 90 seconds in. Puck is punted up toward Caden Carlisle. McGroarty there, off to Hayes and returned, or at least intending to return to McGroarty, but it went through his skates. Puck stays along the corner, and it's Nikita Novikov sliding it over to Noah Lowen. Flicks it off the glass, up to center, and it's chopped off a player in the Buffalo bench. I think that was Ryerson Leanders, and we'll get a whistle.
So, you know, as far as the game within the game, Andrew, we just saw a little bit of it there. So the puck comes over, Novikov stick at the blue line, Rutger McGroarty and Novikov. That's going to be a matchup that we're going to be seeing today. Rutger McGroarty, very big, heavy forward, really strong behind, below the dots. Novikov's going to have his hands full with him today.
Penguins jam it into the attacking zone again as Cloutier digs his heels in from the corner. Justin Cloutier with a shot. That one tipped in. Looked like it was going through the legs of Ratzlaff, but he kept it in front of him. And another nice save for Scott Ratzlaff. 1-0 on the weekend, making 20 saves in that 3-1 win over Columbus on Friday.
Ratzlaff coming in tonight with the mismatched gear. That's the same set that he had in a Seattle Thunderbirds preseason game before leaving for Buffalo. I don't know if he's going to be working out a new set of gloves on his hands, catching glove, but we'll see where he goes this season. Looks kind of funny though, right?
It certainly does. Expected to be back in Seattle this year, at the 5th most games played in the Western Hockey League last year among all goaltenders. As the Penguins chip it over, and early offensive chances for them. Pianiemi with an opportunity, and that one was steered away. Back behind the goal, and it's Ryan Johnson. Slid ahead for Nadeau. That one's forced along for Tyson Kozak. He gets in, drives wide, and is kept at bay. Nice check from Donovan McCoy. Battle going on behind the net. Gauthier keeping eyes on it, and it's forced ahead by the Penguins. Out to center, and that one is turned in by Matthew De St. Phal. We'll be seeing a lot of him and probably talking a lot about him today, Chris.
Yeah, very fun, energetic forward coming out of the University of Wisconsin. Fearless player, not the biggest guy out there, but he gets up in guys' faces and gets the job done. Earned himself a 2-year AHL contract coming out of college.
Gauthier rims it ahead to Atlee Calvert for the Penguins as they once again motor into the Sabres' end. This time no scoring chance. It rolls to Ratzlaff, and he'll keep it with 3:12 gone in the first.
So with the Sabres down a couple defensemen here coming into today, we just saw Robert Calisti, who got the call on short notice, made the trip, I'm assuming down over the border, getting ready for another Coast League season here. He's got 2 seasons under his belt in ECHL, joining the Sabres for this one, so just got his first dose of action out there on the shift that just ended.
Yeah, and it's got to be a great opportunity for him. You think about it, at the end of the day, he didn't expect it. All of a sudden, he's wearing an NHL jersey.
Nah, it's got to be a pretty cool experience, one he'll remember.
Titolio coming in from the left side, drives it on the net, rebound pops free, and a good scoring chance. This one washed away on the save by Gauthier as that bid was coming off the stick of Ethan Miedema. Sent back into the Buffalo zone. Looking ahead, here's Komarov. Flutters a pass forward to Kulik. Handoff from Miedema back to Yuri Kulik, but the Penguins dispossess Buffalo. And going the other way, here's Beck from the left side as Tristan Brose absorbed a big hit from Komarov.
Rochester Americans fans, get used to that. Komarov likes to play the body. He's a big kid, very strong kid, not shy about using it, just like he just did on Brose.
A lot of talented players for the Sabres that we hope to see in the future have been developed and built in Rochester as a great chance right off the hop. There's Kulik again at the center of attention. He's already got 3 goals on the weekend. Puck sailed back the other way. Again, a lot of players you're seeing in these Buffalo jerseys have worn the red, white, and blue downtown in Rochester. Had some successful seasons in the AHL. They hope to see that translate here just across the street at KeyBank Center.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see Rochester this year. Just another year of experience for guys like Victor Neuchev, getting Wahlberg and Oslin in for full seasons.
Absolutely.
Kulik, Roseanne, it's going to be a very fun bunch. Retain some good veterans to bring in back. It's going to be a very, very good year, fun year down in Rochester.
And always exciting as well when you have a new head coach, and Michael Leone is that. He's the acting head coach here for Buffalo during this Prospects Challenge. Face-off won by the Pens. Pianiemi steps in, takes a shot. That one may have been absorbed on a block by Lowen as Neuchev gets it, sends it up the wall, kept in on the footwork of the Penguins defense. And there's a little bit more as a soccer kick punted ahead by Ponomarov. Lost it for a moment. There's Calisti. We talked about him. On to Hellenius, and the Sabres' recent first-round pick gets it up, but brought right back in by the Pens. Twisting ahead, here's Buffalo. Transition through center. Anton Wahlberg looking to use his size to create some space. Hand off to Komarov. Gifted to Hellenius. Atop the zone. Takes the shot. Oh, and that one hit the crossbar. Consta Hellenius close to burying one there, and it finds iron.
Love seeing that play. Wahlberg protects the puck to gain the zone, kicks it high, gets to the front net, took the goalie's eyes away. That almost allowed Hellenius to score a goal there.
Great chance from a name that all Sabres fans are keeping an eye on. They were at development camp. They certainly have here at the Prospects Challenge. As Kluche burrows in on Komarov. Penguins with an aggressive forecheck. They get the puck back. They shoot it. Blocked out in front. That's on Wahlberg. Will push this one to center ice. Across for Owen Pickering. On to De St. Phal, and that one is rattled into the Buffalo end. Johnson with it. Spent half his season in a Sabres jersey last year. 41 games did Ryan Johnson. So he heads off. Penguins get it in center. Klassen on to Kluche, and Nadeau will dispossess them, along with Kisakov and Kozak. They're in the zone. Cross-ice feed from Nadeau. Broken up. Pens the other way. A little bit of north-south hockey here. As a pass on to Kisakov. Back in come the Sabres. And Alexander Kisakov looking for a pass. None available at that moment. Shot back down from the Penguins. They make changes on their bench. 13.5 to play. Scoreless first period. Shots 5-4 in favor of the Penguins, who get it out in front. Big save by Ratzlaff. He denies Atlee Calvert.
Ratzlaff dialed in early, Andrew, looking sharp, fighting through screens, just making, he shows very confident right now in that crease.
And stopping a guy who's pretty good at putting the puck in the net. Calvert with 47 goals last year in Major Junior. Meanwhile, Buffalo the other side with a shot. That one canceled out as it goes wide. Callisti from the right point, guiding it into the glass. And it's back behind the target. Riley Fiddler-Schultz returning it to Callisti. He sends it rink wide. And on the far end, this will be Calvert again. Pumping it up the wall, not able to keep it in, and going the other way. Here are the Penguins, a big shot, blocker save. Ratzlaff turning away that scoring opportunity off the stick of Logan Pietola.
You know, just to follow up on Ratzlaff, you can see him. He is tracking that puck all the way up the shooter stick into his body. That was another example there. Tough shot coming at him high. Great clean blocker save.
He's had an opportunity. We talked about Dev Camp and Prospects Challenge. You've seen him in both, and he seems like he's getting better with each time you get a look at him. And that's exactly what the Sabres want to see. On the other end, it's Beck. 43 in black and gold. Hand off to Ville Koivunen. And he's intercepted. Neuchev will collect at center. Looking for the stick of Isak Rosean. First round pick. Couldn't get it in his reach, so Bros has to go back and reach for the Penguins. Off the skates of a man. Skating ahead, here's Pietola. Wipes out, Rosean steals. Right wing side, and Rosean finds Hellenius. Sharp angle drive off the blocker and stick of Gauthier. Puck sitting in the slot. Found now as Komarov has it at the right point. Sent off the end boards. Picked up by Pittsburgh. And it's Beck. But slowly lifts that one to center. And picked off from Anton Wahlberg, who jumps onto the ice. Overskated the puck for a moment. Pinned along the wall. A lot of speed you're seeing in this game on both sides.
Wahlberg's got some nice jump today. Looks like a nice rest day, did him well.
Oh, what a save, Hellenius. First the crossbar there. He goes side to side on Gauthier, who was able to extend the toe. Another chance. That one bobbled in air. Delayed penalty. Penguins touch up. Interference the call. Sabres are going to get a power play.